These are the blocks we are going to need for the bone meal farm. Feel free to take a screenshot. With that out of the way, let's get to the tutorial. We'll start things off by building 4 blocks in the shape of a letter T. Afterwards, destroy the middle block, and this is where the clock for the farm will be. Add a lever in the front, then a repeater in the middle, and make sure to set it to 2 ticks delay by clicking it once. Next, add redstone dust in the back, and finally a redstone torch here. The clock will be on by default, so press the lever to turn it off, so we can build the rest of the farm first. Now, go to the middle of the clock and dig out 13 blocks to the right. The reason for that is because that's the maximum amount of pistons we can power using the redstone from the clock. Once that is done, move down by a block and dig out 13 blocks to the left. Once we reach the end, we'll go back to the middle and this time add 13 normal pistons going to the right. Make sure that they are all facing upwards. After that, we'll add 13 blocks going to the left like this. Once we reach the clock, we'll add a row of sticky pistons on top of these blocks. This time make sure that they are all facing forward. We'll see that the first sticky piston will be powered, while the rest of them remain off. In order to change that, we want to go behind the sticky pistons and add 13 more blocks like this, going back to the clock. After that's done, we can take the redstone from the clock itself and run it across all of these blocks, and we should see all of the sticky pistons getting powered. With that done, it's time to power the normal pistons on the other side. Because the redstone signal strength ends here, we need to add a repeater to extend it. Next, add 4 redstone dust going to the left. Dig out this block and replace it with another repeater. Now we can add redstone dust next to the pistons, and they should all get powered. Once all the redstone dust is in place, it's time to add blocks on top of it. So grab 13 blocks and place one above each redstone dust like this. With that done, it's time to add in the sand. Place 13 sand blocks in front of the sticky pistons. And once that is done, we'll add 13 more sand blocks on top of the piston heads. This is where the kelp will be growing later. After all the sand is in place, we want to go behind the top sand and add a layer of blocks on top of these pistons. Once that is done, we need to add 1 additional layer of blocks on top of them. After that, go to the front, and we need to add another layer of blocks. This time, they will go in between the sand, just like this. With that done, we need to go back to the top and add normal pistons on top of these blocks. They will be responsible for harvesting the kelp, so make sure they are all facing forwards. Now we'll add the final layer of blocks on top of the pistons. This will be the final height of our farm. But before we finish the top of the farm, we need to add the collection system. Go to the front, find the middle of the farm, then skip the first block and add a double chest here. Now we'll add hoppers leading into the chest. Make sure to crouch and add hoppers leading into it. Make sure that each hopper is pointing into the one in front of it, so you don't accidentally clog up the farm. Once the hoppers are in place, it's time to add composters on top of them. The composters will be responsible for turning the kelp into the bone meal, and the hoppers will send it into the chest. Next, go above the composters. Make sure to crouch and add a hopper facing into each of them. It may be a bit tricky to place as you need to aim directly in the middle of the composters. But once they are in place, our collection system is complete. Now it's time to finish the top of the farm. We'll start by adding a wall on both sides. Start on the left side and add a 3x3 wall. After that, go to the right side and do the same by adding another 3x3 wall. Next, we need to connect the 2 walls together. But make sure to skip this first block, because we need to leave an opening for the water. So connect the 2 walls by extending these 2 blocks all the way to the end. After the walls are connected, the farm should look like this. Now we need to close the front. Go inside the farm, then grab glass panes. Make sure to crouch and add a layer of them on top of the hoppers. Once all the glass panes are in place, we need to add another layer above them. You can use these blocks to place the glass panes easier. After that, grab 13 buttons and place one below each of these blocks. The buttons will direct the water down into the hoppers, making sure that all the kelp gets collected. Speaking of water, it's time we add it in. Make sure that each of these blocks have a water source in them. You'll know you did it right if the water is still. After that, we can plant our kelp on top of the sand. And last but not least, it's time to power the pistons that are responsible for harvesting it. We'll start by going to the right side of the farm. Now add a redstone torch on the side of this piston. The torch should turn off. Next, go above the redstone torch and add 2 observers on top of each other and make sure they are facing upwards. Then place a block on top of the observers and add redstone dust on top of these blocks. This will power all of the pistons, and with that, our bone meal farm is complete. In order to start the farm, all we have to do is press the lever. The kelp will start to grow and be harvested immediately. Make sure to turn the farm off if you plan to leave the area it's in, as the farm needs to be loaded at all times, otherwise it could break. With that said, that's all there is for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.